And with that being said, like I said, welcome again. Welcome back to the Me So Selfish experience. I'm sorry, y'all. It's been a really rough few weeks. Obviously, since my last little snippet or little video that I put out on YouTube before you guys. Damn, the last couple of weeks, just the last few days has been stressful beyond belief because it's come to a point to where I'm starting to realize who the true enemies are in our world, right? Not only just in our everyday life, but going forward, there's a lot at stake for us, y'all. If we don't do anything right now, if we don't say anything right now, if we don't do the knowledge for ourselves, if we don't re-educate ourselves, freedoms, the liberties, all of that is about to be thrown out the window, and our kids are not gonna have anything. And what I mean by that, because I know that's a very bland statement, right? It's a very nuanced statement. What I mean is this: I have a son. He's 2 years old. Slowly but surely, they are taking education, taking information, taking our lineage, stripping us of all the things that make me, me, and my son, and what's gonna propel us forward as black and brown people is being stripped away like that. And I have a feeling that if we don't speak up and say anything, do anything, act on anything, stand for anything, we're just gonna be SOL looking at each other pointing fingers. And I don't want that. But also at the same time, it's looking like that's where we're headed, and it's looking like that may be what's necessary for the I don't even know. I don't even know what to say. I really didn't even want to do this pod for real because it's been so hard knowing that I wanted to speak on stuff that's a little bit more positive, momentous, if you will, bettering for the betterment of our people. I obviously want this platform to be something I leave for my son, something he can always look back and reflect and understand where the world was at this time and how it's evolved to wherever time when he gets a chance to listen to it. Hopefully it's gotten better. But we need to restore community, and I think that's the main focus and the main agenda that I have right now. Unfortunately, there is a lot that needs to be said that I feel like I can't say all in this video. So I'm just going to let this video and let this first episode or first pod be merely just an appreciation for all my black and brown people out there in the struggle. Anybody suffering in silence, you have a voice here. I don't quite know what else to say besides that I'm not a perfect man. I'm not the smartest man. I'm not a person that claims to know everything or have all the answers, but I am a man that feels a lot. I do think a lot, and as of now, I am starting to pray a lot more. But if I'm being honest, it's getting harder and harder to pray and to see a better future when there's so much. I'm not just gonna say bullshit because it's more than that. It's easy to say that, but we got to re-educate ourselves to get us out of this position that we're in as black and brown people. We're in this state of I don't even know how to explain it, but this low vibrational state that I'd like us to rise above and rise out of. And I know it's hard because of everything that was shoved down our fucking throats because of you know who. And I'm not, again, not a conspiracy theorist, or I'm not a know-it-all or anything of that nature. But one thing's for sure and two things are for certain. I know who the enemy is. I know who the enemy is. I do. And I also know that it is the same enemy that gave us Jim Crow. It's the same enemy that started segregation. It's that same enemy who started the war on drugs. It's the same enemy that has spearheaded police brutality in America. When are we gonna wake up? Let's start there. Let's start there. As black and brown people, when are we seriously gonna wake up? Because it's almost time to where we can't do nothing. It's almost gonna get to a point to where we're not gonna be able to fix the things or unfix the things that are going on. Like, so when are we gonna have the true conversations and build true community to have everlasting impacts in our community? Right? I get it. I could be doing my part, doing more. That's why I want to start with the pod. Just start there. I got to re-educate myself on a lot of things. I got to polish up on a lot of things, got to brush up on a lot of things. But as a person that feels, as a person that thinks, I want to be involved with more intellectual people who actually want to better society and not just want to say things and act a different fucking way. Excuse my language. Speaking of act a fucking excuse me. Speaking of act a different way. Let me just say this, right? I don't care about Charlie Kirk. I'm not gonna sit here and be the whole apologetic ass. He had a family. He was a Christian. Bro, shut the fuck up with that shit, bro. I'm not trying to hear none of that. I'm not trying to hear none of that shit, bro. I'm not, bro. I'm not going for none of that. And y'all shouldn't be going for none of that bullshit either. Yeah, my comments were insensitive after he passed, whatever. No one deserves to die like that, but that's the point. No one deserves to die like that. And why? Why does he get the green light to be the American hero? Bro, are we serious? Sometimes I look at our black and brown people, I'm just like, how long are y'all gonna be on y'all knees for, bro? Like, get the hell up, bro, and wipe your chin off. Like, this shit is and the fact that it don't irk nobody else, that's what pisses me off. I'm not finna put my son through school and have all of the textbooks that he's reading out of be filled with a whole bunch of bullshit. But that's what y'all want, though. Maybe it's because some people don't have kids, some people don't have that worry, but shit, I do. And I feel for the people who also have kids, bro. I got coworkers, I got people that I know that got kids. I don't want that for them. And it's beyond being upset. It's beyond being angry. It's beyond being bitter. It's beyond being whatever the hell you want to call it. It's when are we gonna do something about it? And it sucks because I get it. Some of us are in more of a rut than others. Some of us don't have the resources and the means. I get it. I get it. I get it. But it all starts from within. When are people gonna start actually giving a damn about something bigger or something other than just themselves? And that idea has been driving me crazy for the last few weeks, but just like the last year and a half. That's why it's been so hard to get behind this camera and get on this mic and act like I want to let's do a pod. Like, no, bro. It's not just the pod. It's not just about getting on here and spewing bullshit. It's about getting the right people together for the change that we want, need, and expect for us to grow for the betterment of our people, for our existence. We can't keep thriving off of the idea of capitalism, bro. It's such an individualized mindset, and I hate how it's turned all of us. And the fact that you guys don't see it makes it even worse. This rat race, this getting to the chicken shit, bro, it's cool. Get yours. Get yours. But what I'm saying is, why can't we get ours? I'm so sick of how poisoned my people are right now from the indoctrination, political, economic, and social ideologies that have nothing to do with how we move as people. Spiritually, they're not in line with how we move as people. And what I mean by that is us black, brown, indigenous, Pacific Islander and Asian people. We were the first man here. You see what I'm saying? We were first. How can we have come this far to not come far at all? I think about Jim Crow, segregation, civil rights, war on drugs, police brutality. Just waves and waves and waves and waves and waves and fucking waves. But we still here, right? Because again, we're resilient people. But that resiliency isn't gonna benefit us in the next 20 years because the enemy's getting smarter and they're figuring out how to wipe us out by ourselves. I'm not gonna take up too much more of you guys' time because a lot of this stuff can be unpacked in different episodes. But I want to drive home this point. Stand for something or fall for anything. I refuse to be some of y'all. I refuse to be some of y'all. How dare y'all tell me to show empathy for a bitch ass nigga who didn't give a shit about our people, who perpetuated racial. I can never be some of y'all, bro. I can never be some of y'all, bro. I don't care. I know it was insensitive what I said, right? For some of y'all who know, some of y'all who don't, whoever tapped into Insta a few days ago, no one deserves to die like how he did. But to celebrate a dead man and to mourn a dead man like that and act like he was some American hero, man, couldn't be mm-mm. And what's even more embarrassing is some of the black and brown people who actually, bro, I can't, bro. It couldn't be me, bro. It couldn't be me. I get it. I get it. Some of y'all think just because he was a Christian man, and some of y'all so-called Christians out there think you guys are going to reach more of a salvation, and you guys are so much better because you're so docile, because you guys don't want to do anything, because y'all mute. Y'all think just because y'all pray and y'all read that book, that just makes you a better person, and that just makes you liberated, and that makes you free. When really, that book is blinding some of you guys from what's really going on out here. And the true humanitarian humanitarian needs that need and actions that need to be done. Again, I couldn't be some of y'all. I couldn't be sitting in a pew inside of some church worshiping God, and then the very next day, man, couldn't be some of y'all, bro. Couldn't be some of y'all. It's been real. Welcome back. Stay tuned for the next episode. I implore that all my black and brown people all across the globe continue to do the work, re-educate, polish, touch up, whatever word you guys want to use for that. I implore everybody get with it or get lost. It's been real.